Hey Sprouts, and welcome to me actually going on set this time. Wow, we gotta pull out our bag because this is gonna be my first time going back on set since the strikes. Isn't that crazy? But I was very excited this day that we get to pull out the bag from the attic space, and I get to show y'all how I operate in my favorite capacity on set. And I get to hopefully see some friends, hopefully do some fun stuff. Now, this is one of my days off that I took this, and I always like to make sure that I am ready to go full of iron. I take iron supplements and drink lots of water because I don't know if I'm anemic. I don't think I'm anemic, but I've been taking iron for like 2-3 years now daily, and I just literally upped my iron dosage like a couple of days ago. So I need the iron. I will literally like feel so crap if I don't take my iron. Like, I will not want to get out of bed. So I took my iron. I'm ready to get my bag ready. I like taking my book bag instead of my tote bag that I usually take to work, because my book bag, I could just have it on my back and just go about my business and not have to worry about any other stuff like that. So I am getting my bag ready and going through everything and seeing which stuff that I need to have in it and which stuff that I don't need to have in it, because like I was saying, I haven't opened this thing for like 7 months, 8 months, 9 months. It's been a while. So there was stuff in it that did not need to be in there. Just weird stuff that I had been looking for, stuff that I was like, bro, why are you here? Why are you here? I don't want you to be here. You shouldn't be here no more. So go away. So I had to make sure that everything was good. And once everything was good, I have put that bag into the back of my car and left it there. I'll take some things inside and I'll wash those things once I'm done with them for the day. But I always have that bag in my car just in case somebody needs some colors, and I got some colors for you. I always have like some formally stuff, some formal wear stuff, and then stuff just for colors because I do a lot of stand-in work. So I do have like every color that I possibly can. I could get some more colors. I'll probably update my bag this year now that we are getting back into spring, summer, baby. Spring, summer coming up, and people love to film in the spring and summer, which I do as well. It sucks when it's cold outside and you can't feel your toes anymore and you want to die. But spring, summer, we could do it. Yeah, it's a good time. So, like I said, I'm going to go through all of my stuff. I'm going to go ahead and pack my bag the night before. I like being prepared, especially since now we don't have to do COVID tests anymore. So you can get called on a rush call at that morning. You never know. So I like to be prepared, make sure that my bag is packed with the stuff that I need, the emergencies, never know what's going to happen on set. So I always like to be prepared on set with whatever I need, including a little handheld fan. Some people have those little like portable like electronic fans. I see a lot of like makeup artists with them, holding them around. They're really nice. I just don't have one, so I just have the handheld like manual labor fan like we used to have back in the day. I have some pads and some tampons, because you never know. You never know when you on set and you just happen to, So I always have some on hand. I always have some napkins on hand too, just in case. Like I said, you never know. You might blot some chicken finger sauce on your white shirt that you're not even supposed to be wearing on set, because they hate when you wear white on set. But you never know. And you need to go back on, and then you got chicken all over you. And my voice teacher gave me that bag that says there's a million things I haven't done, but just you wait, and it has my initials on it. And I really appreciate you, Dr. Berger. Thank you for believing in me. And she gave me that as a graduation gift because I graduated in 2020. So I literally didn't get to see her for like the last 3 months of my of my college experience, and I really miss her. And we had a lot of online voice lessons, which, I mean, people do that all the time, but like I was used to and paying for in-person voice lessons. So it was good though. We in 2024, so that was in the past. We live in life. We being free. I always like to bring a mask with me because I'm knocking on wood. I haven't got COVID yet. So I'm really nervous about getting COVID because I don't want to get it because I heard that it sucks. And I already have really low oxygen. My lungs hate me. It's always been that way. I like had an ENT appointment when my senior year of college before the pandemic, and I found out I had a deviated septum, and they were like, "That's probably why you can't breathe." And I was like, "Yeah, I wish I would have known this. That would have been great information to have." So, yeah, I can't breathe. I can barely breathe. And if you think right now that I'm having a hard time breathing, I just woke up from a nap. So, and it was a really scary nap. So, talking to your resident chronic insomniac. So, yeah. Sleeping is not my favorite pastime. Okay, back into the video. What are we pulling out now? Lotion? Yes, girl. You do not want to be crusty, dusty, and busty. Well, a little busty, you know. But you don't want to be crusty, dusty, and crunchy on set with your nasty, ashy elbows and just have your ankles covered and everything. Don't be coming in crusty, okay? That's grody. We also have yarn. I always like to bring multiple things to do, at least 3 things to do while I'm on set, like yarn, book, laptop. This is me waking up that next morning all groggy, and I was like, I could barely sleep, but I got a little semblance of it, and we gonna make it through. And I always get up and I feed my cat. You see how that thing just tried to kill me? Bro, can't trust nothing in this world. You can't trust nothing. That thing tried to kill me. I was scared for my life, okay? I'm not gonna lie. I was like, saw my life flash before my eyes. I was just gonna get bopped in the face by this freaking bookshelf. That would not have been how I wanted to start my day, okay? Not at all. But I like to make my bed. It like puts me in the right mindset to like have a productive day. If I make my bed, then I know I can't get back into my bed, which is my kryptonite. If once I get out of the bed and then I get back into the bed, that's it, Brody. That's it. It's not good business. I picked out my clothes. I picked them out the night before. You can definitely bring jewelry. I usually don't. I just stay with a set pieces of jewelry. Not anything that I actually like. So, it's a little bit different. I'm putting on my pants. A little bit different today. Since my grandma lives with us now, I gotta go take care of my grandma. But I gotta leave real soon. I'm wearing this cute little fit. So I'm gonna put on some socks, brush my teeth, transfer my grandma, put on my coat because it's cold outside. Freaking cold. And I'm gonna try. See what I am. Yay. Why did I do this on my day off? I'm so tired. So, I did what I was saying. I had to get ready. I had to put on my rings. I wear both of these rings. The one that is on my ring finger, like the actual ring finger. It's not a promise ring or anything. I used to wear a promise ring. Yes, I grew up in purity culture and all that kind of stuff. So, I know what it's like. I know. Trauma. We're traumatized, girl. I just like to wear that ring now as a reminder for myself that I have very high standards, and the person who is going to replace this ring needs to meet those standards. I'm married to myself right now, so that's why I'm wearing that ring. And it's also not a diamond ring. It is a Venetian glass ring. It did not cost a lot of money, but it looks very nice. And it's also adjustable. So I really enjoy that ring. The other ring on my finger is my class ring. And it's nice. It was the more expensive of the two, but it doesn't look like it. I didn't understand that class rings were going to cost so much, but it was either get a class ring and have everything that I wanted in the class ring, like in the base package, I think, of the class ring, or get a jersey. And I did not want a jersey. No. So one thing about background acting is that you have to be prepared for anything. You're gonna want to wear your most waterproof shoes. You're gonna want to bring a raincoat or a rain jacket or a blanket or a scarf, anything. You usually don't know if you're going to be filming outside or inside, so you're going to want to bring stuff for that. I worked on a set one time, and we were supposed to be doing like a Memorial Day scene. It was the middle of February. It was like today, and it was an overnight, and they didn't tell us that it was going to be an overnight. We did not know. I worked for like 14 hours that day. It was outrageous. So you can usually tell if it's overnight if they give you a call time after noon. If they give you a call time after 12, it's an overnight. Unless they say specifically, this is not an overnight. If they give you a call time at 6, oh, for sure, you're staying there until 7 a.m. Without a doubt. So, I'm going to go put on my stuff. I have to go transfer my grandma. I have about 5 minutes. Yeah, so after this, I go and transfer my grandma. And I was a teensy-weensy little anxious. I was a little anxious about this day because it's always anxious your first day on a set because you don't know how they run. You don't know how they operate on that set. You don't know where you're going to be going, who you're going to be meeting up with, how you're going to get there, blah, blah, blah. Well, you know how you're going to get there, but like how you're going to get there because like the traffic is crazy or what road you're going to have to take or, you know, all those logistical stuffs. So it is a little like, oh, like what am I doing? But sometimes you got to take the risk and sometimes you got to just make the leap, right? You got to be able to get out of your comfort zone and experience new things. And with this job, I experience new things all the time. Like that door opening by itself. Did you see it? Did you see it? Did you see it? So, I really enjoy the spontaneity of my job. And I've always enjoyed having like a spontaneous job. I always enjoyed that. Hello, cat. And I get my bag and we are ready to go. I also bring like 17 chargers with me because I don't want to be left without a phone. And so when you go to set, you're usually going to be in a room like this with a whole bunch of other people. Yo, Where am I going? What am I doing? Who am I? I'm lost. Ah! But like you saw there, I went to the wrong set. That was a set right next to the other set that I was supposed to be at. So I had to drive over to the new set. And then I saw where I was supposed to be. And you get on this big old black van or truck or bus or city liner or battleship, and you go your merry own way to set where you'll see those signs that I showed you earlier that say like extra holding, and you'll follow the pack. Now, this was a pretty busy day. There was a good amount of background actors with us, and I'm not going to show you too much of like them or myself because like no, but here's my friend. I can't stand this girl. I can't stand her. You'll see her later. Hey. Hello. I was so thankful that my friend was there. It made the day go by so much faster, and everything was so fun. And that's why it's good to actually like make friends on set while you're there, because you're gonna be seeing each other a lot, especially if you do set regularly. And one of the new friends that I made on set, he was like, hey, you want to do interviews? You do YouTube. So here are a couple of those interviews that I did. So we are here with Andrew today. How are you, Andrew?
I'm good. How about you?
Doing good. And I just wanted to ask you, what did you do during the strikes?
Oh, man. Well, I had a day job to fall back into, so I did that. And then I also got headshots.
Nice.
So those were the two big things. Took a couple acting classes.
Always trying to improve, always trying to get better. Yeah.
Instagram. Top Breed A. Top TOPBREEDA.
Nice.
Thanks.
Well, thank you so much for answering.
Absolutely, yeah. Thanks for having me.
So we are here with Amelia, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we just wanted to ask you today, what did you do during the strikes?
I've always really been into cosplay, and I made a lot more in cosplay.
Nice.
I bought a lot of it when alter it to myself.
Yeah.
I did a lot more singing in my car. I would just not driving around, just sit in my car and do a lot of karaoke. I got a lot of jobs that I left after about 2 weeks because it made me so depressed.
Yes, I completely understand.
And I already struggle with depression and all of that, so I was like, I don't want to add on to those.
No, and COVID, not COVID, the strikes was already hard enough, so didn't want to add on to that.
And I was like, how do you cope? And people were always like, oh, I just smoke, I just vape, I do this and that, and I drink alcohol, and I was like, but my instrument, bro.
Yes, exactly.
But my instrument, bro.
Mm-hmm. But where can we find you on like Instagram, Facebook?
I'm not really on Facebook that much, but you can find me on Instagram at Amelia_Mac_Crawford. No, Amelia.Mac.Crawford.
Awesome. So we can't wait to hear you sing someday, all right?
Thank you so much.
All right, bye-bye. Hey, y'all. Hey, how are you today?
Good.
This is Demarius.
Yes.
She's wonderful.
Thank you. Yeah.
And I just wanted to ask you, what did you do during the strikes?
So what I did was basically work on independent films.
Oh, yeah.
Like movies that, operate like on Tubi, things like that.
Yeah.
So low budget, but it still worked, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just things that weren't like on top that had to deal with SAG-AFTRA and stuff like that. So yeah.
Heck yeah. And then now, how do you feel since the strike is over?
So since I was like already working, I had way more bookings before the strike.
You're like, dang.
I know, right? No, but like honestly, for all the people that's like getting paid the big bucks, there's so many people out here that want their spot. Okay? Like think about it. Like there's people out here that's starving for roles.
Very much so.
And they will take anything.
That's why we're doing this right now.
Exactly. So all the people that's like, oh, I'm not getting enough money. Okay, hire me. I will get paid for less. I might not have the notary yet, but I'm here. Like,
yes.
And there's so many people that's talented here in this room right now that's looking for jobs, that's looking for their career to be fulfilled.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Beautifully said. And thank you so much for letting me ask you some questions today.
Yeah, thank you so much, Anastasia. I appreciate you. I love your presence.
Oh, stop, girl. Whatever.
Yes. My Instagram is DEE Badass ASS Goddess. So D Badass Goddess. Thank you so much, y'all.
Hi, you guys. We have Heaven here to talk with us today. And I just wanted to ask you, what did you do during the strike?
I did all during the strike. You know what I did?
Heck yeah.
You know what I did? I stayed home
Yes.
on the internet trying to
Yes.
make money because nothing else would hire me.
Yes, exactly. And how do you feel now that the strikes are over?
Now that the strikes are over, I'm glad to be back at work, but I wish conditions were better. I wish treatment for background was better. And, you know, I think people need to definitely change their mindset on things, especially around like unions and background. Background deserve to be treated like people and not like children or, you know, walking, talking props.
A freaking men. Thank you so much for talking with us today. And can you shout yourself out? Tell us all your Instagrams and everything.
Follow me at that goth chick from Atlanta on Instagram.
Yeah. So then after that fun day of seeing all those wonderful people, I went back home. I sent my mom a text. I always send her a text when saying that I am done for the day. So I'm ready to go home. I had to get back into that big old black van. And I was like, all right, let me take some snacks with me. Because that's that one thing that I recommend that you do on set is you take that food. You take that food. You take that food, okay? Because then you don't have to pay for food. And food's expensive right now. Food is not cheap. So background hack for you. I take the snacks, I take the food, I take all of it. And I just go home and I'm like, wow, I have so many snacks, so much food. I am so blessed. And I get to look at this beautiful sunset and these beautiful houses. I even saw some people that were on my previous set that I worked full time on. And they still remembered me, which I was like, oh my God, you remember me? Little me. We did it! Woo! So yeah, that was a day of going back to set. This is my first day back on set. This is my first day back on set since the strike. So, had a lot of fun. I had a friend ask me to do some interviews for him, so I did that, you know. That was fun. I found out that I like doing interviews. I like talking to people in some capacity in a designated amount of time, you know? And with doing YouTube, I'm talking to you guys all the time. So, comes with the territory. So, please, if you have any questions, please leave them down below. I'm sure I'm going to say a lot in this video. And that's just 5 years of information that I have accumulated over time. Since doing this, I don't feel comfortable filming a lot of people without their consent. So that's why you will not see a lot of people filmed, especially their faces filmed, because you kind of need a waiver for that and consent. And these people did not consent. So, unless they did consent, then I got their faces. So, there you go. There you go. There you go. So, I'm gonna go to bed and take a shower. It's been a long day, and I gotta go to work tomorrow, so you'll see this video sometime in the future. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, like it down below. Like it. And if you really like this video, you can comment down below and put that you really enjoyed the video. I hope you guys have a blessed one. And if you don't want to have a blessed one, please have a spring day lit one. That's all I got. I'm running on fumes. Okay, I love you guys, and I'll see you on the flip side. Bye. Bye.